All right. Welcome one and all to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. It is always a pleasure to be with you on the program to let you know what's taking place in Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, other parts of the world. That is what we are here for. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told. I hope that you've had yourself a good day. I hope that the night is looking good for you. Now, folks, let's take a look and see what's making the headlines for tonight. Grenlec scheduled maintenance. We're going to talk to you about that, and as well as vaccination of the frontline workers have started, according to health officials. And we have our new COVID-19 dashboard for you. We're going to talk to you about that. 10 feet shark killed at Grooms Bay. That's right, a big shark. Killed here. Of course, persons have been warned about that because all the other islands have reported, Dominica and those places have reported shark sightings, and so it just was only a matter of time that Grenada had the same experience, and so that was a reality today. We're going to talk to you more about that in a while. The general public is advised to increase vigilance due to the recent shark sighting, and international cricket to return to the Caribbean as Cricket West Indies confirm its Sri Lanka tour. And symptomatic cases dropped 94% with Pfizer vaccine, a study has shown. And in St. Lucia, boy, a 2-year-old baby girl, died on a visit to her father, and relatives are pointing fingers. They're saying now that her death is suspicious because she was, quote-unquote, healthy. We're going to talk to you more about that and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. We have to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, the Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Licks Laundry Detergent, the Ministry of Health, Digicel, Nawasa, Coast Grenada Limited. So, folks, when we come back, it's going to be real news in all the lily lolo. So, brace all yourself and think now. The thing go proper, the thing go nice, all right? So, we are taking our first break and we're coming back. For those of you who have not yet done so, we would like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the program. Share the business so that other people will get to know that we are live. Folks, we will be back.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
If your whites aren't looking whiter and brighter,
just give them licks.
If your clothes isn't feeling soft and smelling fresh and scented all day,
give them licks.
If your dishwashing liquid doesn't smell like lemon, protects your hands with vitamin E, and gets rid of that stubborn grease,
just give them licks.
Just now. So that old smell, stain, grease mark, and dust still on your floor?
Power! Licks for them.
If your toilet still has those stains and dirt marks?
Licks!
So the color's fading Your product's giving you licks?
Then choose licks from Walker Enterprises. Also available at all leading supermarkets.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus, get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Alrighty, so folks, welcome back to Mikey Live. And of course, for those of you who are just joining us, welcome. And the first time viewers, we are also always appreciative of your presence. Now, let's take a look at what's making the news for today. Now, the first thing that we have to tell you about, boys, Grenlec again is sending out notice that they've got some planned outages that you need to know about. Now, these planned outages, they say, forms part of their ongoing maintenance program. Now, they say that this program allows Grenlec to maintain reliability, power quality, and safety by continuously doing repairs and upgrading of your lines, poles, and infrastructure. So, for today, they were out in St. Cloud's, and so that was done. And for tomorrow, Wednesday, the affected communities will be Hopevale. You'll be affected from 12 noon to 4:30 p.m. Hopevale. And then we've got a Grand Dance housing scheme, and you will be affected from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And then we have St. James in St. Andrew, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now on Friday, the community of Loreto in St. John will be affected from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Vincent's in St. David, you also will be affected on Friday, 8:30 a.m. to noon. There is no scheduled maintenance for Thursday. Grenlec would like to apologize for any inconveniences that will be caused as a result of these planned outages. Now, the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, In observance of the Valentine's Day, the K Kids Club of St. Andrew RC School presented to the teachers a token of appreciation for services rendered during the school year. Now that is something you don't hear all the time. That is something you don't see all the time. All 24 teachers of the institution on Tuesday, February 15, they were gifted with a Kiwanian bag, and it was filled with chocolates and hand sanitizers, notepads and pens and bookmarks and all that good stuff for the teachers. You understand? Now the students were joined by some members of the Parents Club. All right, and the Kiwanians Club of St. Andrew. So it was a really, really, really interesting gesture. And we posted this on our page, and the reviews and the responses were amazing. And you know, these things should continue to happen. Teachers ought to be known, or it ought to be known that you are appreciated. And in all other sectors as well, nurses and so on, that you are appreciated. And when it comes from the ones who are directly benefiting, it feels better. You understand? So that is absolutely good. All right. So a total of 18 students from ages 6 to 12 contributed to the cause of ensuring that the Kiwanian spirit is active, even in the young ones. All right. So, we'll give them a clap on the program and tell them congratulations. This was really good. All right. Let me put up a little thing. Let me make sure I see a little thing. Right? Yes. So, congratulations to you guys. And you know what? Even work in the workplace, managers, you must let and business owners, let the people know that you appreciate them. Not only by paying them, because that's normal. You have to pay them for the work anyway. You understand? But something to show that you appreciate them. Yes? So maybe sometime soon, think about some sort of gesture that you can do to at least show your workers that you appreciate them. Even in households, all your children, don't be too shy in letting your mom or father or whoever the breadwinner is know that you appreciate them. I think we don't have enough of that happening. You understand? So please, let this be a sort of encouragement to you to go ahead and do the same. All right? Yeah, I wanted to rub it in. Earlier, Grenada is putting out its COVID-19 dashboard again. And guess what? Grenada remains COVID-free. Yes, you heard me right. Grenada remains COVID-free. In other words, there are no active cases of COVID-19 in Grenada. The dashboard is as follows. Total confirmed cases since the first case was identified, 148. Imported cases, 70. Total recovered cases, 147. Total active cases, 0. Deaths, 1. Total RT-PCR tests conducted, 21,454. Total persons in quarantine facilities, 179. Total hospitalized cases, 6. The number of persons vaccinated in the first dose, 146. Folks, this is amazing numbers, and the numbers don't lie. And speaking of persons being vaccinated, the frontline and essential workers are now being vaccinated. And according to health officials, once the priority sectors have been vaccinated, then they will move to open up to the general public, those who are eligible in the general population to receive their vaccines. Now, the first site is at the new wing of the General Hospital, according to one health official. And of course, when you will start being vaccinated, I'm not sure. I'm sure the date will be given to you. What I would like to see is a vaccination plan. I don't think I've seen it. I know that I've heard health officials speak on it, but I myself have not seen the plan in terms of what's going to happen and when, you know, like in first phase it's going to be this and that, or, you know, I haven't seen that yet. But anyway, I'll see if I can get that for us, because I think that too is important. All right, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? Good? Okay, so the next thing that we have to tell all the boys by a shark, a big shark, 10 feet long, was captured and killed at the Grooms beach today. You understand? The men and them say they see the shark from afar, and they monitored it. And then when it came in close, they decided that they were going to move in on it. You understand? Boy, that was one hell of a day. With people giving their opinion on what should or shouldn't happen. But anyway, this man talks about the whole experience.
Here we're going. We there? The boss came on the side, and he saw this thing miles outside, and he said it's a shark. So we just we keep watching it, and then he started coming in, and then boy, I attack it. He said, me and my brethren, and I called two, and then the next brethren, I said, take a strip, and we go in the water and gaff him. And we catch him. Yeah, boy, he rush into the rock. When I gaff it first time, and he break the gaff he get upset, and he make a lash. But not, I already run out on the show back. And he run into the rock, and he flip. And how he flip now, he get more weak, so I could have really gaff it again, and then tie the tail and call the guys to pull it in. That what happened, just like that. First time I see a first time I see a shark, Airy. First time in my life I see a shark, and I always see turtle, but no shark.
Alright, boss.
First time.
Alright, boss. Wait, he dramatic. I go back to them videos and I say, well, let me see my boy in action. Your partner boy just get a little finger on the tail of that. My dog may get a little finger on the tail. No, I don't like that. What I'm saying is, no.
Here we're going. We did. Run into the rock, and he flip. And how he flip now, he get more.
That ain't me boy in the white. Hold on.
Just like that. First time I see a first time I see a shark, Airy. First time in my life I see a shark, and I always see turtle, but no shark. Yeah, the first time. I'll be catching. Yeah, boy, you make our eat.
Watch that, but no. So are they editing the video on there? I say, wait. I say, wait now. I say, what? My boy wearing white, but what going on there? I see the man in the white in the hat there. Look at him stand up there, so. You know what I mean? Hey, look. I tell the man barely got a finger on the tail, you know. Watch that chat. Oh God. No. But like, give me a pan now. You don't drink beer, so you should check me. Watch.
Come down, respect.
Okay. Alright. Let's go back to the news now. A team of persons from the SU. So they were saying that it is really it is really unusual. Let me continue myself. Alright, let me skip the SU part still. Let me put you onto the real experience of how the shark was caught. Coming in now.
Stop on the thing now.
Why going to water now?
He coming. Come in, hook it now. Go on, man. No, that there. Yo.
Attention.
Where? Go and help him. Now. He coming. Go and help him. Pull it. Help.
Yeah.
Run. Pull it. Pull. Hold it, Taylor. You go off. Yeah. Can say pull. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Look at this. Pull, pull, pull. Mikey, hold the header. Hold the header. There you phone. You have something in your mic? Huh? Yeah, look at it. Look at it in the game. They want to start going up here. Woo! Woo! Look at him up and look at all this drop it down. Woo!
And that was the experience catching the 10-foot shark. Now, a team of persons, actually two, says it is unusual to see sharks that size coming in that close to shore.
It's from SGU. This is Dave Morancic from SGU, the vet school. And basically we're trying to pull open the stomach to figure out what could have happened to the shark. It was not dead when it washed up, but we're trying to see if there were any parasites or any signs of disease that would have caused it to swim this close in. This is the first time one this big has washed up. It was about 10 feet, which is unusual for this shallow water. That's why we're here. It's unusual to see a shark this size in these waters, so it stands to reason why they're swimming in this shallow. It could be a climate change issue. It could be the changes in climate in the US. So very unusual. Everybody stay safe.
All right, thank you very much. Now, as she's alluding to, this could as well be as a result of climate change. You know, when people deny the existence of climate change, but she also is saying that that could be as a result, that what we are seeing happening here could be as a result of climate change.
Well, climate change is a real thing, as everybody knows. The water temperatures are changing due to the climate change, and so the colder waters now may be encouraging different species to come into this area that did not before.
Do you need to say a few words?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. And well, now we see what the man do. The man slaughter the shark. The man cut up the shark. But the man say, I gaff him. Now, there is a public debate as to whether or not persons should be killing those sharks. What are your views? Do you think that these sharks should be left alone, or should they be caught and killed? You can leave your opinion in the comments section of the program. I see that there's one individual who is saying that he was also there, somebody in the program. He says he was the one that was wearing the orange shirt or whatever it was. Okay. Now, in relation to the recent sightings, the Ministry of Sports, Culture and the Arts, Fisheries and Cooperatives once again advises the general public, visitors and fisher folks to exercise extreme caution when venturing out to sea. Please be advised that an aggressive shark was sighted and caught within the marine environment of Dr. Grooms Beach in St. George's on February 16, 2021. Now, the shark, which appears to be 12 feet long, has been identified by marine biologists to be that of the mako shark species. Now, the shark appears to have beached itself for unknown reasons. However, there has been similar occurrences observed within these oceanic shark species in neighboring islands such as St. Kitts, and then there was St. Kitts and Nevis, and then there was Dominica and some others in recent months, right? So the general public, you're advised to exercise the following. They say, once you see those sharks and so on, please do not panic. They say also you must be vigilant while bathing on beaches and exit the water immediately if a shark is seen in the water. They say refrain from catching or removing these sharks from the water. any shark that is beached. And 4, refrain from consuming the meat from a beached shark, as the reason for beaching is still unknown. So all the people who decide they're going to have bakes and shack and curry shack and this and shack and that, the officials are saying, do not consume it because you do not know why it beached. Because that is not normal. It could be sick. There might be some reason why it is beaching. Because the ocean is vast. Why is it not going within its normal environment? Why is it coming out like it wants to come ashore? Huh? All right. They are saying if you see any shark, please call 440-3814. And you can call Coast Guard 444-1931 or 444-1932. Okay? But I say I gaff him. I gaff him. I hold him. Cricket West Indies today confirmed that all format international tour between West Indies and Sri Lanka starting in March, signaling the return of international cricket to the Caribbean. Now the two teams will play 3 T20s, 3 one-day internationals, and 2 test matches in a biosecure environment in Antigua from Wednesday, March 3rd to Friday, April 2nd. The T20 series will create history as the first official international matches to be played by the West Indies men's team at the College Cricket Ground, the CCG, and the first West Indies T20s to be played in Antigua since 2013. All right. Good. I'm hoping that Grenlec could get some matches and things, because we need it. You know what I mean? We need it. Good. Oh, yeah. We are running out of time, but I want to tell you about this. We often want to leave our children with relatives, and the stories are always told about what happens. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but don't just leave your child with every and anybody, even if they are relatives, because you want to go run an errand. So if you could keep your children by your side at all times, that's what's ideal. But if not, be very sure that you're not putting your child in harm's way. As you're about to hear from this story, a little girl who was sent just for 2 days or so by her father returned in a body bag.
NBC Prime is not naming the 2-year-old girl or her mother to protect the identity of other siblings. For the past 2 years, the 2-year-old regularly spent time, specifically on weekends, with an aunt at Foaso. The relative said she last saw her niece on January 26, after the mother sent the child to Deriso to spend time with her father. However, a relative has described the toddler to be full of life, loving, and kind.
She was a sweet little girl. She was very fun. She was not even crying. She was not even a crying little girl. You stay, give her what she had like to eat. She had like food. And she had like a lot of that home. A lot of people's business. She was in everything. That's the child she was. She was a sweet little girl. She was happy. She wasn't sick. She never got sick. She was very energetic.
Relatives say they are uncertain as to what transpired within that time, but they were informed that the child collapsed and later succumbed to injury.
The father asked for time with the child, and then she sent the child there. We didn't even know, me as her aunt didn't even know the child was up there. We didn't even know that. She did that, and none of us really didn't even know where the child was. Or when you call and ask her about the child, she said she take the child tomorrow. She take the child tomorrow. They said she was fine. We don't know. We don't know the child was buried, so we don't know that. We didn't know that man to be the child father either.
Claims have been made on social media identifying this man, Dale St. Mark, as the father of the child. A video and picture of St. Mark was circulated on social media, vilifying him.
The child is apparently my cousin's child, but we had a close relationship, the little child and I. So I had a photo with her like a few days before her passing. So I posted it on my WhatsApp pic. You understand? And then this morning I'm getting up and I'm the child's father. And then, I beat the child to death and all those kind of things. Russians just know how to just spoil people in. They don't tarnish your character and everything. You understand? A man like me that like my kids so much. You understand? I have one daughter, but that's not my daughter. I have a 10-year-old.
Emergency personnel from the Miko fire station responded to a call for assistance at Urge Deriso at approximately 9:12 a.m.
The caller indicated that a 2-year-old had suffered a seizure. The emergency officers found a 2-year-old female who was unresponsive, pulseless, and not breathing. Ambulance crew commenced cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, which was continued during transportation to the hospital. The patient remained unresponsive with no change in vitals and was handed over to the medical staff at St. Jude in the same disposition.
Details surrounding the child's death has been sketchy, but police have launched an investigation into what they describe as the suspicious death of the 2-year-old. A post-mortem examination is scheduled to be conducted soon to determine the death. NBC Prime attempted to reach out to the mother of the child, but she isn't doing well and is trying to find answers to what happened. Cecil Actil, NBC Prime.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cecile. And that's the kind of thing, boy. That's the kind of thing. How do you tell a parent your child has died? How do you do that? They handed you the child well, in good spirit, everything, and then you coming back to tell them the child has died. And in some cases, not even you. Somebody else is going to call and say the child died. That's a situation that happened in yeah, them things does break my heart. A situation that happened in St. Lucia. And I just wanted to share with you because it happened in St. Lucia, and of course it can happen to anyone who's watching this program. Be careful about your child when you put them in the hands of others. We are not drawing any conclusion, but we are just saying, as the police themselves are saying, that the death is suspicious. Folks, one thing that we realize, the things that happen in some other Caribbean islands happens here at times. Now, and I'll show you what. This weekend, gone, and the previous, we had numerous accidents. Also, in the past 2 weeks and some days, we've had 2 gun-related crimes being committed while the police are investigating them. We do not know yet who those persons responsible are. But the point is that curfews, states of emergencies, and so on seem to be doing very little to curb the crime situation. We want to share a story with you from the news force relating to the kind of weekend that the folks out there in St. Lucia has had. And this past weekend, last week we told you about the previous weekend. Listen to this now.
Motorists continue to engage in risky behaviors on the nation's streets despite a state of emergency and curfew. Almost 10 persons were hospitalized due to road crashes on the weekend. 3 individuals were also wounded in physical assaults.
Over the course of the weekend, the fire department treated and transported a total of 9 victims of motor vehicular incidents to nearby hospitals. All patients were handed over to medical staff in a stable condition. A further 3 physical assault victims were also treated and transported to medical facilities. Patients were handed over to medical staff in stable condition.
Video of a young driver who fled the scene of an accident on foot after attempts to drive away ended in another crash has gone viral.
How are you moving? Yeah, he don't have to move. Nobody don't have to move. Yo, hey, you coming? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Yeah. Video, pass. Gasa.
Moreover, footage has emerged on social media of an apparent car race along the Shock corridor with drivers overtaking vehicles, bobbing and weaving in and out of traffic with reckless abandon on the highway. The driving seems only matched by the penchant for violence. Fire officers continue to administer care to gunshot wound victims, with 2 shooting incidents recorded over the weekend. The homicide in Ancillary on Saturday, February 13th, and the gun attack at Bannons Bay Latok Castries.
A 44-year-old male was found unresponsive and pulseless in a drain with penetrating wounds to the head. The scene was left in the care of the police. Later, at 11:03 p.m., personnel of the fire service headquarters reported to Latok Castries to the scene of a shooting. A 58-year-old male and a 25-year-old female with penetrating wounds were treated and transported to the OKEU hospital in a stable condition as a result.
Additionally, fire officers responded to 4 bush fires and a utility pole blaze. Authorities had hoped that the state of emergency and curfew would have resulted in a decline in medical emergencies, but there appears to be no let-up for restive citizenry. Gina Filippi, HCS News Force.
Thank you very much, Gina. And folks, what we want to do right now is take a little break and come back. When we do so, we got the national report and the weather.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, line, boy, your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Vodka cocktail.
Feel good facts.
Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Showtime shop at Quartz. We got all the things you want.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus, get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Anywhere, at any time, and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Members of the Houses of Parliament reminisced on and celebrated the life of political stalwart Elvin Nimrod during Tuesday's special sitting. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, February 16th, 2021, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Members of the upper and lower houses of Parliament reminisced on and celebrated the life of a political stalwart on Tuesday during a joint parliamentary sitting. Elvin Nimrod was remembered for his years of service to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, particularly his commitment to his constituents and for his bravery and tenacity in making long-term decisions. It was a sitting with a difference, bringing together representatives of both houses, with members highlighting their personal memories of Mr. Nimrod. An emotional Prime Minister, Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, reminisced on a political journey that resulted in a relationship that endured over many years.
I will never forget going to Karakou, and Nimrod stood up in a public meeting. And that is when I gained the greatest respect for him, because I could not say then. And he said, he laid the foundation about responsibility. It was one of the best speeches I have heard from a representative over the years. He was clear, he was strong, powerful to the people and to the country. And I sat there and listened, and I said, that is leadership. We have lost a friend. May his soul rest in peace. Goodbye, my brother.
Honourable Kindra Maturin Stewart, who is the current representative for Carriacou and Petite Martinique, remembers Mr. Nimrod's coaching and mentoring, his love for the residents of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and his enthusiasm to propel development on the sister islands.
He was truly an objective person, truthful, sincere, committed, and charismatic. The women of Carriacou and Petite Martinique fell in love instantly with our dear brother. Our country has indeed lost a rare gem. I'm sure you now understand why we, the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, say that Minister Nimrod was a true champion. He was a warrior. He was a fighter. The many engineers, the many architects, the many teachers, principals, public servants who went abroad and studied, and they are now contributing immensely to our development in various leadership and other capacities. He was undoubtedly, Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, a man of great vision.
Other members of the upper and lower houses shared similar sentiments.
I am a better MP and minister because of that. Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, I am honored to stand here today to be able to call this giant of a man a friend and a colleague.
He left no stone unturned. If you didn't get an answer this Monday, the next Monday you'd be back again with the same thing. Mr. Speaker, I served with my friend. I personally liked him. And colleague, as a member of the New National Party and a minister of government.
He cannot understand why Carriacou is not getting its fair share. And that was his mantra, the fair share for Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And not only fair share, he developed also the mantra for local government. And that was Elvin G. Nimrod, in getting more for the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And within the government, you could always hear that he wanted more for Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
He was always proud that he was able to negotiate shelter for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So while some people who came on subsequently was saying, we have to give up the 2,000 houses to get something else, Elvin Nimrod, when we came back in office, went back again and ensured that we got the 2,000 houses and we also got stadium and other things for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. That is the nature of the man that we know as our friend.
What I learned here today, it's even for my own self and for others within this country, that we need to live a good life. We need to lead a life where, as we sit here today and reminisce, it creates a further example for others. I listen the children, I would say, of Mr. Nimrod, of Senator Cox and Sister Maturin and the others. And it tells us we need to live a good life. And I feel very humbled to be part of this experience.
8 Grenadians were awarded on Tuesday by Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade at the 2021 National Honors and Awards Ceremony, which culminates the 2021 Independence celebrations. The Spice Isle Award was presented to Mr. Charles Otter George for his contribution to sports and community service, and Mr. Winston Fleury received a posthumous Spice Isle Award for his contribution to culture in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. The Camahorn Award was presented to Mr. Eugene Gittens for his contribution to culture and the arts, and Miss Eva Andrew for her strength, humanity, and selfless community spirit. Miss Bertha Agatha Patris received a posthumous award, the Medal of Honor for her contribution to community service, Raymond Lewis for contribution to the Rural Electrification Program of Grenada. Dr. Winston Thomas also received the award posthumously for compassionate service in health and community service. The Order of Grenada Gold for Excellence was presented to Samuel Sandy for service to Grenada. The award was received by British High Commissioner to London, Keisha Alexander Grant. Chairman of the National Celebrations Committee, John Williams, congratulated the awardees and encouraged them to continue their selfless service to country through whatever means.
It was the great British statesman and former Prime Minister, Sir Winston Churchill, who once said, and I quote, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. In giving, we receive, and it's quite evident today that you, the awardees, will have given to society and by extension to your country consistently in one way or another, hence today's ceremony. Having thus said, I wish to congratulate you all, be proud of your contribution, and for this noble achievement and recognition.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Grenada continues the fight against COVID-19 with its ongoing vaccination program, which follows a public launch on Friday. On Tuesday, the Government Information Service visited the General Hospital to witness the administering of the vaccine to environmental wardens, nurses and doctors, and staff at the St. George's University who have played a major role in the response to COVID-19. Public Relations Officer at the Ministry of Health, Kevil Frederick, was present and spoke to GIS about the day's proceedings and the schedule for upcoming sessions.
At the hospital here today, it's the official start of our COVID-19 vaccination rollout. Now, I'm saying official because that's as part of our plan. There is an immunization plan, right? And built into that plan, you have risk communication, and you have budgeting, you have monitoring, you have different fees of that plan. One of the most important fees of that plan includes the vaccination of our frontline workers. Today and tomorrow, we are catering for our frontline staff, and that is what is taking place here today. As you would have seen earlier, a number of them came through. Also, we also catered for our SGU, because SGU, whereas you may see them coming from SGU, remember here is a teaching facility likewise. So you have doctors here who are with SGU, and of course you know that SGU was one of our allies and still is one of our partners in the entire COVID-19 response, because we have been doing testing with SGU, and SGU plays an integral part in whatever we are doing here at the ministry.
Continuing the news, Minister for Fisheries and Cooperatives Honorable Yolande Bain Hosford and Senator Roderick Sinclair, the fishing and farming representative in the Senate, will meet with members of the fishing sector on Thursday. The consultation will give the minister the opportunity to highlight ideas for projects and programs, and for the fisherfolk to raise their concerns and challenges within the sector. It will also help the minister to gather information that can be used to advise the government on programming strategies to better support fisherfolk and the local fisheries sector. Minister Bain Hosford told GIS following meetings with the fishermen in 2020, the ministry did an analysis and saw the need for a follow-up session.
It should be a very open session where fishermen have the opportunity to express their views, seek help, ask for support in whatever area that they're involved in and need support, and also to really look at the holistic development of the fishing industries, the legislation, and the number of things that we have to look at in terms of shaping that industry. So this came about because we have visited all the fish markets. We went around the island visiting all the fishermen, most of the fishermen that we found, and also speaking with key persons in the fishing industry who from time to time spoke up some of the hardships, some of the problems that they are facing.
She shared an update on the procurement of ice machines, which was one of the major concerns of the fishermen. By the middle of 2021, functioning ice machines will be placed at strategic locations.
The fishermen from time to time, you would hear them say that they have no ice. The ice machines are breaking down all the time. And that is a serious problem. We have repaired those that could be repaired, and we are expecting machines from the Japanese very soon. We expect before the middle of the year we should have all those machines here. I think 13 or 14 machines will be coming in within that vicinity. And those machines we would, set them up in the different fishing. So by the end of the year, fishermen should not be complaining that they do not have ice for them. And it's so important to have ice.
The consultation will be held on Thursday, February 18th from 9 a.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. That story just ended the national report for today, Tuesday, February 16th. Let's recap the top story. Members of the Houses of Parliament reminisced on and celebrated the life of political stalwart Elvin Nimrod during Tuesday's special sitting. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the news team. Now for a look at the weather. The weather generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with isolated showers possible. The winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight's minimum temperature expected to be around 24.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet in northerly to northeasterly swells. A marine advisory is in effect. And let's big up before we run off. A few people on the program. We have with us Ernesto, we have Kireen, Shireen, Michelle, Kenroy, Yvonne, and Patty, not Party, Patty. All right, Lintona and my mom, and Cassie, and Cynthia, Zaka, Angel, London, and Miriam, Ezran, Jennifer, Pauline, Eunice, Kenny, Adonna, Rolanda, I tell you, Rolanda, change your name. Rolanda, Spice Girl, Sherry, Brenda. Hi Brenda, I see that. Richard, Ansha, Sharon, Sandria, Avril, Jane, and everyone else. Thank you for joining us, and we're looking forward to having you with us tomorrow. God's willing, same time, same place. And may God richly bless you and your family. All right. All right. So, yeah, man. So, all of all, stay safe. All right. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. All the best.